Long before the arrival of the white man and Christianity, there existed a prosperous and magnificent city known as Zimbabwe. This city was renowned for its exquisite stone architecture, advanced building techniques, and its thriving marketplace that drew the wealthiest from far and wide. Blessed with an abundance of natural resources such as palm oil and gold, Zimbabwe was a beacon of affluence and progress. At the center of this thriving metropolis was the king, an elderly man lying on his deathbed waiting for the inevitable. He had two twin sons, Tendai and Kundai. Tendai was a skilled and fearsome warrior, while Kundai was a successful gold trader. Despite their differences, the two brothers loved and cared for each other deeply. Zimbabwe's wealth and splendor eventually caught the attention of European treasure hunters and traders, who ventured into the city in search of fortune. The people of Zimbabwe were peaceful, loving, and welcoming, readily embracing the newcomers. In time, the Europeans forged a strong relationship with Kundai, the head of gold trading and the king's son. Business between the Zimbabweans and Europeans flourished, and the bond between them grew stronger. One evening, as Kundai dined with his European friends, he revealed his true identity, his father's condition, and the impending succession. He also mentioned that he had no interest in the throne. This disclosure sparked devious thoughts in the mind of the European trade leader, a cunning man named William. Seeing an opportunity to exploit the situation, William hatched a sinister plan. That night, Kundai was visited in his sleep by a tiger goddess who warned him about his new friends. However, Kundai remained oblivious to the goddess's warning, as he had many friends in the trading business. The following day, the city's chief priest visited the dying king and informed him that the gods would choose one of his twin sons to succeed him, but the rightful heir had not yet been revealed. William, who was present during this conversation, began to sow discord between the brothers. He secretly urged Kundai not to let his warrior brother take the throne, offering enticing business ideas that would yield immense profits if Kundai were king. Simultaneously, William approached Tendai, feeding him false information and convincing him that Kundai was desperate for the throne. William's insidious plan was to incite conflict between the brothers, distracting them while he stole the precious resources of Zimbabwe. As the brothers' trust in each other began to erode, their father, the king, passed away. Days after his burial, the chief priest announced that the gods had chosen Tendai, the warrior, to be the new king. Initially, Kundai accepted the decision without protest, as it had come from the gods. However, William refused to back down and continued to manipulate Kundai, suggesting that the chief priest had been bribed. Though skeptical at first, Kundai eventually succumbed to William's persuasion. William then warned Tendai that his brother was plotting against him, further fueling the brothers' animosity. Unable to bear the escalating tension, the chief priest sought guidance from the gods and arranged a meeting with the two princes. After a careful exchange of thoughts and explanations, the brothers temporarily reconciled. Unwilling to accept defeat, William traveled to England and met with the Queen. He proposed a lucrative collaboration which she eagerly accepted, providing support. The European trade leader Williams back to the city of Zimbabwe and introduced Bible to the trader princes Kundai, who at first chased him out for trying to come between what he believed in. But with the support and supply of the British, their success in convincing the princes that their god was bribed by the warrior brother Tendai. He started teaching him the Bible and imaged their gods as a lying and an injustice god, that is not a god that forgives or gives a second chance. With some point hitted, the Kundai started falling for their trap, and with the manual control of the European and British in the city, everything in the city started going down, both the economy, because another hand is manually controlling their leaders. The two Prince Kundai and Tendai were busy fighting themselves and creating religious and followers, Christian and God worshipper, while the British and European were busy stealing and exporting their natural resources. The fight between the two powers and religion went on from generation to generation till today. And today Zimbabwe is worthless and one of the most poorest cities in the world with $1 trillion worth of resources. Till today, the European and British are still controlling and manipulating their leaders, and anyone who dares to stand in their way has been cleaned up by their same leaders. Guys, I would love to see your comment on this. Is there any part I missed? Do you think this story is somehow related to the current condition of Zimbabwe? If you are a Zimbabwe, make not to forget to give us a like and follow. See you in the comment section, homies.